Hey squad, listen. Can y'all come in like in the video? Like the video? Like the video? I'm gonna start sending the links, like the videos to what I'm talking about in the Bay Squad chat. So if you're in the Bay Squad chat and you don't have time and whatnot, we're gonna start sending it there. I think that's appropriate. I think that is beneficial to what is going on. Child, what is going on with it? I didn't turn the internet on. It's crazy. Hey, Taisha. Hello, hello, hello. Child, what is happening? So please come in, thumbs it up this video. Thumbs it up now, don't thumbs it up later. Okay, y'all. Tell me why I was at the NBC today. The weather is breaking. It was hot for a really long time. It's starting to get cold. Starting to get cold outside. That woman is crazy and needs help. Okay, TV fanatic. Love had the net in a frenzy. Okay, in a tizzy yesterday. Who had the internet in a tizzy? Was it me? Because it couldn't have been me. You know, I told y'all, I just come on the internet, I do my content, and I go home. I do my content and I go home. I'm not that invested. There's real shit going on. Some of y'all want to be distracted so bad, but it is what it is. So, hey, Couture Bays, it's your girl Britt Brat, going live to Bree Talk and Bay Squad. We got to talk. Now that I had them in a tizzy, I did. They was flagging me, honey. Before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my favorite vegan water, and let's get into the mess. How you can like this video is by double tapping the screen or hitting those three dots right there, thumbsing up, thumbsing down, and subscribing to the channel. How you can engage with this video, you know, put me in the algorithm is by hitting those three dots right there. Yes, or sending a donation. And shout out to the international and domestic bays. Shout out to everybody who sends money behind the scenes anonymously. I'm thankful. I am grateful. I'm so happy for that. Like, child, I had to take me a Benadryl. I had to take me a Benadryl. Now y'all know I had my tonsils removed. Tell me why this side was swollen. I said, what is happening? The dirt is so dirty. Oh my God. I literally have to just walk around with Lysol wipes and just clean, 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 clean. Because I'm like, child, I was out in Greece, clean, clean, streets clean, area clean, just superior on all that good magical land, all that good power, that good energy. Ooh, listen, I did have a minute of tizzy because the world were mad. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome everybody, welcome everybody, welcome everybody. Listen, do not come in here using cuss or trigger words because you will be timed out immediately. So we have a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about Stephen A. Smith. We're going to be talking about Megan Thee Stallion, Summer Walker, of course, Britney Spears, and Nicki Minaj. I feel like, I don't know who I want to do first, but I'm going to start off with Britney Spears because a true icon, a true icon. Can y'all share this video? My internet is not working, so because it's not working, I can't share with the Bay Squads that we are live. What is happening? I think it's something wrong with the internet. I think it's something wrong with the internet, the interwebs, baby. It's getting ghetto. But it is what it is because we don't need this. That's why we rely on you. Couldn't even lie. I rewatched it too, laughing at it again. Listen, people are so upset. They get so mad. Like, I'm not about to be triggered because people don't like what I have to say. I work with hoes who don't like me currently. I work with hoes who don't like me. I've been amongst people who hated me. I've had to get money with heifers who probably, if they could, would switch their lives with mine for me simply existing. So I know my voice is powerful. I know my power. I know what I possess. And I'm no longer hiding how bright I shine because you hoes don't know to shine bright too. Like, it's so crazy. Can you imagine being upset because I have a difference of opinion? Like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? It's like they want us to do theatrics or something. Yes, hello, hello. Hey, I'm just saying, hey, the Barack Show, what is going on? And then what's really weird is people will come in my chat, they'll come in the comments and mention other content creators. They're not getting no promo over here. Like, what don't y'all understand? Unless they're a celebrity, unless they are mentioned, we'll talk about them. Until then, no. People like y'all would be surprised. The girls is wishing I get sued. Oh, defamation, slander. Listen, just because I'm not stupid, and I want to be very clear, just because I care about my platform and I'm not ignorantly doing things and I'm not subconsciously buying into things because I'm following my path, you want someone to take something from me because you don't like what I'm saying? Are you hoes okay? Do y'all know who y'all really with? No, you don't. So I'm gonna say this nicely for the last time. Find y'all something safe to do because wanting me to beef with content creators I've never met, will never meet, we don't be in the same spaces, we don't eat the same food, we don't be at the same charity events, we don't be nowhere amongst each other. It's weird. It's wild to me. If you don't like my content, why are you listening? I only talk about the things that are trending, trend and topics. Change the topics. Y'all not gonna bully me out of this space because guess what? There's enough to eat for everybody. Learn how to be a powerful voice so that way you too can be the trending topic. I guess. I don't know. Let's get into Britney Spears. So y'all know Kevin Federline is selling a book. And see, this is why you can never marry a Dusty. This is why you can never marry a Dusty and you cannot trust conservatorship because of the conservatorship, because she went and married this Dusty man, because she went and birthed, as she said, ungrateful children who were spoiled brats because all they were given were the tools and they don't want to work. He's now coming out saying that we need to put Britney back in a conservatorship because she might die. First of all, why would you speak death over the woman who buried your children? Had it not been for Britney Spears, your homeless ass, because he's homeless, he's a bum. Like, what do you do? Nothing. He would not have nothing. He would not be able to pay Shar Jackson her child support. He would not have to live large and in charge. If it wasn't for you and her weak father, because she said she don't care if that man dies or not because of what he did to her, I stand with Britney. I stand with Britney. They used her up. She's been working since she was a child. She made multi-millions of dollars. And if she wants to blow every dollar and dance around in her panties with knives and flips and dips, so be it. That's her prerogative. She has contributed a lot to society as a pop culture phenom and an icon. What more do y'all want? If she wants to crash out, let her crash out. And the reason I'm saying this about Britney Spears is because they had her locked and tucked away, living as a child while they ate from her tree, the fruits of her labor. It's not their labor. They didn't go out there and perform a song. They didn't flip on the stage. They didn't have to deal with the pressures of being beautiful and disgusting, degenerate men and women who wanted to feast off her likeness. It's crazy. It is crazy. And now you want to write a book about your ex-wife and you're currently married with children living in a home that was paid for through child support and spousal support? Be for real. Be for real. Every year there was an increase. I'm not listening to no man who ate off of her. and got a pay raise every year for raising her two sons and turning them children against her, thinking you can get more money. And she said, no, no, absolutely not. Hey, Darius, please get the likes up. So, and hey, Clash of My Pearls, I'm not with it. I'm not subscribing to that ideology. I feel like this: if the celebrities want to spend up all their millions of dollars, so be it. They made it. They made it. Did Kevin Federline write a song saying "Slave for You"? Did he write a song "Toxic"? Was he out here in a bedazzled bodysuit that was sheer? Was he out here being exposed by a clinic because he was pregnant? No, he wasn't. He was just someone who was laying pipe and getting women of status pregnant so he can be a stay-at-home husband. Write a book about that. Don't write a book about icons. You're a loser. He's a loser. Hey, y'all. Listen, I'm sorry. I stand with Britney. She's allowed to be free. She was the meal ticket. She was. And she cut all of them off. She cut off her father, her mother, and her sister. F all of them. And she told us the truth. She wrote a book. I read it. Y'all know I love Britney Spears. Listen, Louisiana native. We gotta stand with our sisters. Where is Shar Jones? I don't know where she is. I don't know where she is. My day was amazing. Please get these likes up. Can we get 80 more likes, please? And thank you. Share this out, Bay Squad, because I was not able to share it out. I'm going to try it one more time to let the Bay Squad know we are here. We are here. Are y'all going to buy Kevin Federline's book? I am not. I refuse to support dusty behavior. I refuse. I don't care. I told you, dust don't have a color. Dust don't have a color. He is the dustiest man I've known to date. He had a baby with that. Remember that Olympian? He had a baby with the old girl who was on Moesha Shar, and then now he thinks we should care about his thoughts and opinions on a woman who hates him, who he used, who he was excited for because he hit the jackpot. He was able to get fat off the fruits of her labor. Ooh, I'm able to share it now. Thank you, Jesus. But let's move into, let's move into Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith. Like, y'all be acting so surprised with these dust mites. Stephen A. Smith is a step in fetching. When did he start caring about politics to the point where he's not talking about sports? Him speaking on Jasmine Crockett, who's been redistricted. He has nothing to say about that. He has nothing to say about the things that's been pushed. Stephen A. Smith wants to he's upset because of the backlash for coming for Texas Representative Jasmine Crockett. Last time I checked, Stephen, you're not from Texas. You're not even from Dallas, Tarrant County, none of that. Why do you care about our representatives? You had nothing to say about none of the other ones, but you have so much to say about this black woman. And this is why Serena's husband, Alex, chin checked you, and you was over there stuttering and couldn't articulate yourself. But when it's time to drag a woman, oh baby, you have all the energy. Like Alex said, you ain't never been married. What is your contribution to society besides talking about sports? Talking about sports. You're not a politician. You don't articulate yourself well. You don't even know the process or the branches of government. And you're from an era where you had to read. You're a fool. A fool, a pawn, a Ponzi. We can tell you have to do a little, yes, a master, good master. We're not buying it. And this is what I'm saying. They don't even know who we like. They're using people we don't care for. Stephen A. Smith, the voice of the people, talking about some, I was just giving my opinion because that's her boss. The people are her boss, fool. You're ignorant, you're slow, and you're a coon. And you want to put us back in the shackles we are so desperately fighting to stay away from because you think you're absolved because you're rich. And I want you to remember something, buddy, bucko, old man, degenerate. Even when they was rich back in the gap, they were still treated as lesser than. Never forget, but you would know that if you knew your history. And I tell you, every time these men get in positions of power, they always show us why we think they're dumb. And they're equally stupid because they think you are the voice we care to hear. We've never liked you. Stephen A. Smith has never been liked. Even when he does sports commentating, stick to the sports. Stick to talking about who's going to be at the Super Bowl. You want to talk politics, and you're ignorant. The people have woken up. Shout out to the Charlie Kirk spell that has been absolved. The Charlie Kirk spell has been absolved. MAGA has infighting. There's so many things you could be talking about. You can talk about the missing women and children that were identified. You don't. You know why? Because you are an agent of chaos. You are a paid op. A weirdo. And you have a black daughter? Disgraceful. What a disgrace. It has to be something in the air that is making these people turn into stepping fetches. I'm playing a quick soundbite. We're not going to play the whole thing, but I want y'all to hear it because he was so mad. He was mad because he had nothing to say because he knows he's ignorant. We know a dummy when we see one. I don't like to say we not our ancestors, but we are not looking to a lot of you elders because you don't know the way. You don't know the way. You would have been shot. Okay, Sojourner Truth would have looked at you and wept. Maya Angelou would have been disappointed. She would have had the deepest, darkest side. Nina Simone would have called you out. Don't you ever come to us with the optics of someone's doing something they ain't got no business doing. What policy are you pushing? What legislature are you for? Shut up and talk sports. You did not come to the defense of the people who've been called out, dehumanized. She's been called all types of names. You have not stood for her, but you want to talk about what she needs to be doing because that's her boss. Shut your ignorant ass up. Weirdo. I can't stand a weirdo.
There was also another one where she called them again a white supremacist, but it didn't just stop there. She went to her own governor of the state of Texas.
So?
In a wheelchair, by the way.
So?
And listen to what she said about him.
In these hot ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
You're not a registered voter in Texas. Why do you care, Shannon?
About him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So yes.
Governor Hot Wheels.
So?
And the only thing that is hot about him is that he's a hot ass mess.
So?
And that's going to serve some.
Shut up, Stephen. Why do you care about the District of Texas? Are you running for the District of Texas? No. Shut your weak ass up. I can't stand weak beta males. I cannot stand it. I can't stand the ops. Because every time we see y'all, we see somebody doing something worthwhile, here you come. Stephen A. Smith, stepping fetching. He's so engulfed with Jasmine Crockett. Stop using our good representative for a clout because you can't get no views because we called you what you were. Go pedestalize to that side. We no longer care. And I need mainstream media to stop pushing people we don't care about. What policy is he pushing? What office is he running for? What policy does he agree with? He's worried about Jasmine Crockett calling Governor Abbott Hot Wheels. That was so long ago. Stick to the script, Negro. The fuck? Don't piss me off. I'm sorry, I'm passionate because what has he done for the state of Texas? What has he done for Tarrant County? What has he done for the districts in Dallas alone? What has he done for the lower economic tiers in Texas? Nothing. Nothing. I am a taxpayer of Dallas. I pay taxes in Dallas. I know what's going on in Dallas. I see what's going on. When there was redistricting and rezoning, what did you have to say? Nothing. Nothing. So shut up when the grown-ups are talking. Shut your old ass up. Period. I am so sick of these Ponzi's and these pawns with something to say and it be a whole bunch of nothing. Shut up. Because what are you doing for the great state of Texas? What are you doing for Dallas? Plano, DeSanto? What are you doing? Mansfield? What are you doing? Green Prairie? What are you doing? Fort Worth? What are you doing? Nothing. Sit there and shut the fuck up. I am so sick of Stephen A. Smith. And stop using your beautiful black daughter as a pawn because you are the op. This has nothing to do with her. She couldn't choose her father. I can't stand weak men. Absolutely nothing. He wants to gain the attention and approval of the ruling class. And that's why it's backfiring. I am so happy the girls are finally tapping back into their roots. Talk about what is this doing for her constituents. What are you doing for the constituents? You don't know. He doesn't come out there and do anything. What has he done? What initiative? What charity event? What drive? What school drive? School is in session. Did you know the measles was taking over? Did you know that? He didn't. With his weak beta ass. He knows nothing. Did he know that the good women, the upper echelons, are crying out because pre-K is no longer a thing? They put themselves in the handmaid's tale. He don't know that though. But you want to talk about what Jasmine Crockett is doing. She's waking you hoes up out of a spell. It's hard getting jobs in Texas. It really is hard because it's an old school mentality. It's an old school mentality. I can't stand him. I'm so glad Serena Williams' husband told him off. Exactly. Just a weirdo. It's an influx of weirdos. Can we get things like that? I'm sorry. I'm really passionate about politics because I vote. I voted. I did my part. The midterms, pay attention. The midterms, y'all better get active. Because if you're not voting at the lowest level, I don't know what to tell you. Because I know what they was trying to do. They was trying to take public libraries away when I know public libraries are safe havens and a place and a resource for those who are economically disadvantaged and those who are thriving and surviving. We pay taxes for even the lower echelons of schools so that way it could be on the same level as the upper echelon of schools. The girl talking about is this. Shut your bitch ass up. I can't stand Stephen A. Smith. He boils my blood. He does. It just boils my blood. Moving right along. Moving right along. I became real active. It be irritating me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just so passionate. So passionate. The passion be there. So let's get into Megan Thee Stallion, talking about her mental health, okay? I've calmed down. So Megan Thee Stallion was out, and she gets emotional discussing her mental health after her mother passing away, Granny passing away, and she just felt like she didn't have anybody. So we're gonna listen to that really fast, and I'm gonna give my thoughts.
Nobody gonna take care of me. Oh my God, what I gotta be maintained. I just gotta go. So through all of that grief, I was just working and trying to be the best Megan I could be. And I didn't know I needed therapy until one day I was just like, damn, I am really sad, and it's really scary how sad I am. I've been there. And it was like I didn't care what happened.
And I'm so happy she is so young and saying it out loud. She didn't know why she wasn't happy, and everybody around her was using her. And she learned early on this is not right. Even though I saw the documentary, I feel like this also does not help Milagro's case, but it's not about Milagro. It's about her understanding who she is, understanding her power, and taking her power back. It's a lot. It is a lot to have to get up and go to work every day. Y'all know, I told y'all last year was such a hard year. It was such a hard year. I think that was the hardest year I've ever had to go through as a person, as an adult, as a woman, as a black woman, as a successful black woman, as a woman who has the needs. And I had to go get therapy. I told y'all, the easiest thing to do is to give up. The hardest thing to do is to keep fighting, because I'm here to tell y'all, if I could write a book, and I might write a book one day, maybe, y'all will understand why I view the things that I view the way that I view them. Life is so precious. You're not getting a redo at this thing called life. You have to make it count every day. And if you wake up with the woe is me attitude, you need to go seek therapy. You need to go see a psychiatrist. You need to go see a counselor. You need to do something. And I'm happy she is getting the kids out there, the young women who want to be these boss babes, want to have this life, want to have it all, and telling them, hey, you have to self-regulate. Because one thing about self-care, you got to make sure that mind is stable. You can lose the capacity of your mind. That does not regenerate because you want it to. You have to nurture it. You have to protect it. And she said it. She said she was working and people was like, just go outside. Let's just go outside. Can you imagine you're trying to mourn and you're mourning by drinking, by having sex, by partying, by lashing out, by going off on people. And I love what she said in that interview. It was a very touching interview. I love what she said about not being chart obsessed, because that could drive you insane, wanting to know where you're placed. She said, am I putting out good music or not? And I told y'all, the girls be listening. Put out the good music. We will tell you if it's good. Certain people say it's bad, but okay, music is subjective. You're not supposed to like everything. If you like everything, I question your taste in music. Do the work. There used to be a time where people were passionate about doing it. We just lost D'Angelo. Okay? The Voodoo album took 3 years to make. A classic. A classic. Then he came out with other bodies of work. And I feel like the Voodoo and D'Angelo with the Vanguard are my favorite albums. My favorite albums. I love his voice. I love his voice. If you listen to my older videos, that's what I would use to edit my videos as a soundbite. D'Angelo. Because he just vibrated so hard, despite his past and all that. That's none of my business. But when it came to this music, when it came to this thing called art, when it came to the purity, the artistry, the musicality, he was on that. That's why I'm happy that the rap girls are doing the work. Ugh. And she been in the water. You got to do the work. You have to pay homage. In order to evolve, in order to go to the next level, you have to do those things. And I know it was hard. She said she cried every day. I believe that. Sometimes you got to cut off a couple holes just to get your mind right. What Boosie say? Welcome to a mind of a maniac. Sometimes you got to sit in isolation. Sometimes you have to be like, what is making me think like this? And we have to stop lying, saying that black people go get help. Black people definitely go get help. Black people thug it out. Okay? We don't have time to sit in our sorrows because some of us have to go eat. But in the midst of that, Take advantage of the free programs. Take advantage of those things, because y'all be wanting to confide into your cousins, your mama, your daddy, your grandpa, your grandma, and all they doing is using that to go tell your business. Go tell it to the therapist. Write it in your journal. Then go back and reflect every month what happened in your journal. I'm telling you from experience. Because people just don't know. If they've never been through it, they cannot tell you how to go through it. A counselor, a psychiatrist, a social worker, those people, they've seen plenty of people. They can give you advice. I didn't know this was you. I didn't see you got older on YouTube. Okay. Yes, we've evolved on YouTube. Shout out to me. Still young, still getting to the bag. I'm glad you're here, older as well. Please get the likes up. Hey, young Rissa. What is going on? What is going on? But I loved it. Oh. In 2019, that is so true. Thank you, young Rissa, for sharing me out. Yes, please share, like this video. Like this video. Like this video. And try to move your body at least 30 minutes a day. I can't be shady. How am I being shady? And I just gave you the same compliment you gave me, unless you're being shady. You see how people expose themselves? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Brother checkup, brother checkup, and brother checkup. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Talia One. Please get these likes up. Like she said, can we get any more likes? So let's move on. Cause child, not Christian Rock. That is just one thing we don't talk about. Christian Rock, because lost cause. You gotta leave the girls behind. Summer Walker is releasing an album. Finally over it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it because I like Summer Walker. I like Summer Walker. I feel like she's finally snapping into who she's supposed to be. I heard she did really well at the Breezy Bowl. So, and everybody was at the Breezy Bowl except for me. So sad, so sad. But it's going to be here November 14th, right in time for that fall, that love, that winter season. So that way we can just vibe out. I'm here for it. I'm so happy. She was wearing all white. It's giving transformation. It's giving transformation. I'm here for it. Not Nicki still crashing out because Tori looks young and beautiful to me. Child, I ain't worried about somebody saying I look older. Okay. Denitra. Hey, Denitra. I like her too, but I'm Nicki team. Team Nicki is crazy. Nicki husband court date is coming up October 31st. Listen, Summer Walker is... That pen is immaculate. That pen is immaculate. I like Over It. I like Still Over It. I liked Body. I like that. You know what? She's somebody who is hard-headed. I think she's getting it. She's evolved as a woman. She's not having babies with every man she links up with. Thank you, Jesus. Small blessings. Small blessings. I'm here for Summer. And I love that Tiana Taylor got her into her sexy bag. And I'm loving Tiana Taylor got back into her sexy bag and left the just wanting to build a man alone. Because you are not Bob the Builder. Like, she is another level. I like her. She can really sing. She can really sing. When I heard her and she was sitting out and she was so bored, but that voice, I said, girl, get into it. And then I loved her promo. Remember she had people going to the phone booth recording messages, I thought that was genius. You know what? She started the real promo tour. Like, she started the promo. We gotta give the things. I give Cardi B her, but boots on ground promo. It was Summer Walker. She was the one who started it because after that, all the girls followed. Okay, trendsetter, getting back into her '90s bag. Her attitude is nice. Yeah, Dead is my ish. I do like Dead from Cardi B. Love Summer. Just named my cat that. Not you named your cat Summer Walker. That is crazy. Can we get 100 more likes? Summer is on another level. So I'm here for it. Are y'all gonna buy the album? Are y'all gonna buy the album? Are y'all gonna buy the album? Listen, I wore Summer out. I wore Summer out. I was the reason it was so high. Baby, she be singing R&B. I loved it. I don't know. I'm just excited. I'm excited for the girls. Because to me, the girls are doing their work. They're doing their shadow work. I'm so proud of them. We had issues before, but I'm so proud of them. Okay. So let's get into Nicki Minaj. I think I'm going to read like 1 or 2 tweets. And then we're going to leave it to just my thoughts overall. Okay? So let me find it. I ain't taking your to say no. I ain't saying. See, I love Summer Walker. It says a federal judge ruled that key parts of DeMaury Hadley's civil rights case against Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez can move forward. Some claims like RICO were dropped, but the main accusations, conspiracy, false imprisonment, and civil rights violations survive. The judge found it plausible that Perez and her associates, including psychiatrists and investigators, worked together to have DeMaury wrongfully committed under the Baker Act. Because of that, Perez and others could be treated as state actors, meaning civil rights laws now apply to them. This is a major step for DeMaury as it allows her to gather evidence and move forward toward trial. Roc Nation and Perez are still central to the case, and discovery could reveal more about their alleged actions and communications. In short, the case isn't over, it's moving forward in the strongest claims. Perez and Roc Nation are still on the hook. The court validated key allegations of abuse, power, and conspiracy. That is what Nicki tweeted out. Here is something that I saw as well. Nicki, let me put this. Nicki said that she was not releasing the album anymore, which to me was delusional, because she's definitely releasing the album next year. What time next year? Probably not March, because it's not done. It's not done. Black Girl's getting sued again. Breaking news. Send it to me. Send it to me. Who's suing her? Send that to me. That could be what y'all talking about. Anytime Eek Nation is in the news for something, they don't want you to know a few things that will happen. Will Smith will appear. A famous person is announced dead. Their allies will begin to post and say nasty things about the queen. Lacey will pop up looking dumb. Now, Nicki, that is a lie. Nicki turning into a conspiracy blogger is so crazy to me because I'm gonna keep going. There's another man that will pop out but won't say his name in the school of recognizing patterns. The students must be given all the answers, but instead they must sharpen their critical thinking. So you mean to tell me that they killed off Diane Keaton and D'Angelo to not discuss Jay-Z? This civil rights case, right, against DeMaury is against her mother, Desiree Perez. I really wish Nicki would tell us what she's talking about, right? I don't like the talking in cursive and in riddles. I'm not on that. I'm not going to be on that. I think she's way too grown to be acting like a high school child. I think it's childish. I think she's childish. Listen, you have issues with Roc Nation, fine. But it's like every time you want to talk about Roc Nation, you never tell us what is going on. what is happening? How did we get here? You want to be like Barb's, smart Barb's. Tell us why you had your credit card information with Pedro in them. That's what we want to know, since Pedro is a thief, since you are in these station heads again, talking and saying how you was giving up music, but Kenneth Petty kept convinced you to stay. Girl, we don't give a fuck about him. We don't care. Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. People don't like him. He's somebody who registers on a SO list, and he's a felon. He works for you. You don't work for him. He doesn't have his own business. He doesn't have his own brand. He works for you. You're his boss. Please, please. I think you're an exceptional rapper. I think you're very talented. I also feel you're very broken. And people are over it. They are over the antics because, again, you have the #1 fan base. You have the #1 fan base. And you are acting as if you don't know that. You know that. Not everybody's going to like you, Onika. Not everybody's going to agree with you, Onika. And if you have a real issue with Jay-Z and them, take it to trial. Take it to trial. I truly believe the rumors where they said you went to Jay-Z and Beyonce saying, could they help you? And they said no when it came to the Kenneth Petty situation because they didn't want nothing to do with it. I think that's why you're upset. I think that's why you thought you had an ally in Rihanna, hence why you sometimes don't say anything, because you can't believe she didn't stand beside you. Not everybody has an issue with Jay-Z. It's business. You should know that when you was out here conducting business the way that you were conducting business, and you were out here saying, I will not come, I will not do, if it's not like this, because you were the bigger artist, everybody had to eat that. It's your turn to eat that, mama. What makes you want to be a part of an industry that wants you out? What's not clicking? What is not clicking? What is not clicking? No Barb, no content creator, no best friend, no husband can tell me she's not obsessed with what Cardi B has going on. Cardi is out here securing bags because she said she grinds hard because her kids will not have to work. That's what she said. That's what she's doing it for. She said, I know what it's like not to have no money. My kids will never have to know what that's like. They have the best of the best because they will be better than me. Why are y'all so mad? Y'all be like, oh, she's the op, she's this, she's this, she's this, she's this. Y'all are more tuned in as non-fans than the fans. Weird, strange. I'm not talking about the content creators. I'm talking about y'all that want to write these dissertations and these thesis statements expecting me to care about something. Cardi did nothing to me. If we're going to talk about the collective of black women and people disrespecting the collective of black women, y'all need to give up a lot of these rappers, a lot of these artists, because they have disrespected us to the 10th power. I listen to the music and I go about my day. If something tickles me in the spirit, I come and tell y'all about it. And y'all be the same black women who are over there with content creators who called you all types of disparaging names, who have attacked black women, who said disparaging things about black women. Stop saying y'all are an ally. I don't believe you. You fake wannabe activists killed me. Nicki Minaj didn't get me through school. I like Nicki's music, but she didn't get me through nothing. She didn't get me through school. I wasn't about to drop out and then I heard a Nicki Minaj song and I decided to stay? What are we talking about? It was me who got me through school. It was the education, the love, the rearing, the prayers from my parents that got me through. I don't idolize nobody on the planet. Please. Please, I like Nicki. I've seen Nicki in concert. I took Mama Babe to the concert. I took pictures with Bay Squad at the concert, the very same concert. People said they was going to whoop my ass because I said I didn't like Bigfoot. Very strange. And now y'all are out here in group chats, which she's a part of because she exposed that. Trying to figure out why Eric and Tay has the card, why Pedro has the card. All these people are stealing from you, but your husband can't rectify that situation? Do I think Nicki is broke? I think she has a lot of financial issues. Yes, I do. Because she went from having 35 deals, multi-million dollar deals. Now she only has two. 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 I looked it up. It's easy. Anything I want to find, I can find it. She actively chose to marry Kenneth Petty. The world said no. She actively chose to fight with Cardi B, who's ignorant, who don't like black women, who can't speak good English, who is a bottom of the barrel type bitch. She actively chose to fight with her. She actively chose to fight with Jay-Z. She actively is saying things about Jay-Z and Beyonce, throwing subs because she wants a response, and they're ignoring her. She did that. She did that. Could they be doing stuff behind the scenes? Probably. But not everybody likes a Jay-Z. Not everybody likes a Beyonce. Not everybody likes a Cardi B. So work with the people who like you. You're making it hard for the barbs who are in positions of power to put you on because you don't know how to just say, you know what, guys? It's a lot. It's hard. You don't know how to come and be like, it's hard. Life is hard. I've been ostracized. I've been in this thing and I don't feel received. I don't feel like I'm deserving. That Joe Budden interview was very telling. That Ebro interview was very telling. That Zane Lowe interview was very telling. Very telling. You want people to fight for you. Fight for your fucking self for once. Fight for your fucking self for once and stop taking it to Twitter. Be a grown woman about it. Put your big girl panties on and go do the work. The problem is you don't want to do it because you're lazy. That's what it is. You don't want to go to the water because you're lazy. You don't want to do those things because you see the writing on the wall. But mama, the girls clocked her tea. They clocked your tea. People are spilling your tea because you've been nasty behind the scenes. Everybody is not lying about how you act behind the scenes. And it's not because you don't want to drink the pickle juice. It's because you really are a bitch sometimes. And that's okay. Own it. Mariah Carey owns it. She said, I am a bitch. I require a lot. J-Lo owns it. But when it comes to businesses, sometimes it's best to... If you would just be honest, people will receive it better. Tell the truth. Judd stole from you, your manager, who's one of the managers to other high-profile celebrities. But to also tell the truth, you wanted him because you wanted to be back on top again. Tell that. Tell the truth, you do have issues with your mother. There's a lot of women who have issues with their mother. They looking for their mama and other content creators. That's why I said, you know, the girls want me to be their op and their mama at the same time. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. But what we not gonna do is act like this is normal for a 40-year-old woman. She's 40 plus. She's already over 40. She's 40 plus. To be on the internet fighting with hoes who have less than her, less accolades than her, less money, less resources, but yet they're finding out a way to get to that bag. You can't convince me that Nicki Minaj is smart and intellect and all these things and these other girls are dummies and doing all this when you out here telling us somebody is swiping your visas, your Amex. Every time you get a new card, it sounds like the call is coming from inside the home. How did they get access to it? How? Bring us a receipt we can use. It's 2025. We no longer care about shoulda, woulda, couldas. We tell all the girls to bring us a receipt. That's why we looking at Sweetie's friend, ex-friend, like, girl, be fucking for real. You mad because the man chose Sweetie? That's what it's giving. It's giving hate and hole in the back. Because I don't care if Sweetie is selling the ill nah. Do what you need to do. Just don't make no babies. Do what you need to do because last time I checked, we need hoes. The scripture that she loves to quote said we need hoes. She always talking about she's the chosen one, she's God's favorite, and da 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 da. Listen, it's very isolating, it's very lonely being the chosen one. That's why Michael Jackson was called the best. That's why Prince was called the best. That's why James Brown was called the best. That's why Tina Turner was called the best. That's why Cher was called the best. That's why Madonna was called the best. You're not being a proper manager of your light. God gave you the light. Manage it or it will manage you. And clearly it's mismanaging you because you're not articulating something. I'm not about to dig through tweets, go out there like Inspector Gadget to figure out why you and Jay-Z are beefing. No. Where is the lawsuit? He owes you money. Where's the lawsuit? You're out here pedestalizing hoes who said you were out here doing things. A Jaguar, right? A Jaguar, right? That's what we're doing, Nicki. Girl, go outside. Go get in that water. Clean that house. Play some Clark sisters, the Pace sisters. Tell Tamala Man to come up over there and sing them demons about your house. Because clearly there's something going on. You need somebody who's really tapped in. Get Tamala Man. She'll come out there and serenade all through the house. Because that's what you need. Go hang with somebody who known you from a childhood. Who really knows the real you. Because you're with all these people. And all them people don't care about you. Yeah, something definitely going on. Nicki never acted like this to this magnitude. Never. Never. And you out here champion Jaguar rights. I'm not saying she has mental issues. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is she's bored. It's giving bored. It's giving depressed. It's giving you in that house and them four walls is talking to you. You tired of talking baby talk and Gracie's Corner and Miss Jessie or whatever that lady's name is with your son. And you need some adult attention. But you can't because your husband don't have the vernacular or the intellect to keep up with you. You in that house just losing your motherfucking mind. You need to go have a party night. She needs a girl's night out. You can't go to no party? All these parties that's happening? You can't show up at a red carpet? They say at the Met Gala, nobody was fucking with you. You gotta go mend them bridges you burnt. That ain't got nothing to do with us. The Barbs can't do it. The content creators can't do it. You got to do it. Go put your big girl panties on. Say you're sorry. Apologize. That's what you hoes need to learn how to do. Apologize for your actions. Nobody wants to be around her now. You are reading, Miss Librarian. And I'm not even trying to read. This is real talk because at what point do we say enough is enough? Enough is enough. You're beautiful. You're the queen of rap. You're all these things. But you're miserable. You tracking all the girls' sales and stuff. For what? You beat them. Congratulations. Congratulations. You love your husband. Congratulations. What do you want? And I think she's like, she's not telling us what she wants. And that is frustrating as somebody who literally loves Nicki Minaj down. I am not a stan. I told y'all I stopped seeing Culture when I saw how toxic it was. I said no, and I'm a grown motherfucking woman. I don't need to claim anything but Bay Squad. When it's toxic, when people are doing things that doesn't align with your morals, principles, values, integrity, morality, you gotta ask yourself, is this for me? It is not. I don't stand no fucking body. Everybody can get this work. Nobody is picking on Nicki. Nicki put this out here on the internet. We did not hack her phone. We did not go in her home and record her. We didn't do any of that. She's doing it. And the problem is everybody else is staying silent. Everybody else is just like, except for Cardi, because you talked about her kids. You wanted to trigger her, but it didn't stop nothing. She's getting the deals. That's why I said it's a failed destiny swap. She wants the money that Cardi is bringing in. Y'all talking about Nicki's the original. She's not the original. She was not the first to do this. Did she break barriers? Yes. Yes, she did. Does that come with some heartache and pain? Yes. That's why being the first to do things is hard. That's why Beyonce said, now she don't give a fuck. Because check the artistry. Check the artistry. I no longer have to sing and dance my heart out because I'm evolving as a woman. I'm grown now. My voice is the talent. Her pen is the talent. We not asking for an account. What we said is make it sexy, make it lavish, make it luxe, make it look like something. I don't want to see no Tubi style, no offense to Tubi, no Tubi style music video when you're the queen of rap. Bring us queen of rap type things. I don't want to see it in your backyard. There's hungry hoes out here. Go work with them. There's some hungry producers out here. Work with them and pay them their money. Pay them what they're worth. Tell them to come to you with something hot. Talk that shit. Get in the booth. All this tweeting. What are you tweeting for? The people you mad at don't even be tweeting. They have a social media team. Except for Cardi. She needs to get one. Eventually she will. I see that in the future for her. She will have a social media team because she likes to get her money. And you're right, Cardi's personality is magnetic. Every time she's sitting down with somebody, they are eating her up. It's like her ancestors are like, yes, do the work. Stop worried about what's on the next bitch plate. That don't have nothing to do with you. That's not going to feed you. That talent can't even make her happy. She needs an asylum. Oh, not an asylum. She been crying a lot. Definitely something going on. Yeah, all that crying, like, girl, it's okay to say you're depressed. Shit. You get sued. I would be depressed. What is happening? What is happening? It is the one thing I said when Britney Spears had that umbrella in her hand and she was crashing out. I said, where is her team? Where is her team? And she shaved her head. If you're gonna crash out, crash all the way out, right? And she said that she was over it. I'm from an era where they put it on the TV, what you've been doing. I don't think we've seen that Britney Spears level of scrutiny to Nicki Minaj. The magazines ain't eating off her the way they are eating off Britney Spears. They talked about Britney Spears for years and made billions of dollars. They are not doing that with you because there's a lot of barbs who are in these places and you are making it hard for them. Because if we're really going to talk about it, let's talk about the Vogue. When she wore the blue dress and the cape and she was getting asked the questions. That was because of a barb. And they fought for that position. And look how you're acting online. It's okay to act like that when you're in your 20s, your early 30s, you're making somebody billions of dollars. They don't care. That's not you. Once you are a wife and a mother, the common sense has to click in. It's not fair. Favor ain't fair. Hence why you should get some help. And if you won't do it for the barbs, you won't do it for the culture, you won't do it for your husband, do it for your son. Because do you feel like he should be acting like this too? That's all the questions I have. Do you think this is acceptable behavior as an adult? That's all I'm saying. Because he's looking up to you. She's the breadwinner. So you got to talk to the breadwinner. She the boss. I'm not talking to Kevin. He not the boss. And on that note, What are your thoughts, Space Squad? I don't want to hold y'all for no long time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Comment down below.